Luna. Luna, Luna. I'll be right there. I need just 1 second, please. I'm coming, I promise. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience.
Hi Jessica, I brought my supervisor Tucker.
Hi,
Jessica,
Tucker.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hi. You must be George. Hi, George. Nice to meet you.
Alright, so you want to tell us what went down? What happened?
Sure. So Joel came in last week after our meeting
Yes.
and sprayed. And then yesterday came in and used spray paint to cover part of what has been treated.
I brought what I used.
He yesterday told me he was going to leave a bottle and then said he had to take it. My understanding was there was going to be another bottle brought back for me after you used it somewhere else. But
Yeah, I didn't have enough to bring back. I said if I had any extra, I'd bring it back today.
okay.
Do you mind if I poke in there real quick and see what we got?
So, my concern is that there is still mold I can see, and I can literally chip a piece off of the cabinet that has mold on it that, like, I just want the cabinet inspected.
Oh, so you were able to get back there, Joel? And spray it?
I just got and through the hole. I went as far as I could through the hole.
Okay.
So, ma'am, you're concerned about mold. Excuse me. You're concerned about mold beyond this cabinet in the wall crevice.
Yes, sir. I have video to show there's mold well beyond that 2x2 area of space that goes well into that wall above and below.
Where there was a while ago.
There's a leak in the freshwater line.
Yeah.
And if I may,
It's been treated several
um,
times.
Sorry, I didn't mean
can I just step right in here real quick between you, please? So right before you walked in, this is literally like where I can reach my hand. I can do it again and show you. This is literally right before you walked in. I was washing my hands. So this is everything that's been treated. This is everything that they're willing to treat, and so this is, yes, it's been sprayed, but this right here is actually a piece of the cabinet itself right there where it's chipped, and that is obviously mold right there, and it's obviously not been sprayed. So it's obvious that it's not possible to treat the mold on the cabinet from where they can visibly see it. So if I can still see there's mold on the cabinet that hasn't been treated or sprayed or painted, then there's obvious reason to believe that the mold exists beyond literally that chip that is right from where they have to replace it. Like, I haven't damaged any property, I haven't like gone beyond my means. But these are from the drywall that's right attached to the cabinet, and this is literally from that piece right there that you just treated and sprayed and told me that everything, I was gonna be impressed when I took another video today. So this is, I don't know whether I need to send this. I'll send this all documented in the email. As I told you, I've already got these testing. I've not yet received the lab results, but I don't have the money to pay for the lab results if you're not willing to accept the lab results. I understand you need the receipts and all that, but
Yeah, we don't take the mold lab testing, but I can.
so
We don't accept
like,
it, but I can add it into our records if you want it into the records.
but
But that's not
well,
something that we can use.
so my point is, I can't pay $50 for each test to prove something that I know scientifically exists if no one's going to accept the results of the test.
Well, what would you want us to do with the results if you, so they're gonna come back and say that there's this positive for penicillium or whatever kind of mold you're concerned about. There's nothing, the county health department, I mean, what we're doing is, Anaya's role is to enforce a housing code. So the housing code is gonna speak to, excessive moisture and water damage. The word mold never even really mentioned, although we certainly recognize that mold can be an upper respiratory concern. Only thing that you can do is visible mold. Now there may be some visible mold based on what you have in your Ziploc bag beyond this, in this wall crevice. We would suggest to maintenance that they would just seal that up. We treat mold the same way we would treat asbestos. If it's in a wall crevice, leave it there. We don't expect you to eliminate a wall to remove the asbestos or the mold. We would just want you to
for the
eliminate the
wall
moisture
to be
concern.
removed at all. My concern is, that was my phone
Sorry,
making a noise, I'm sorry. That's my voicemail.
That's clever. Yeah.
My concern is, this is the cabinet where I have a broken wrist, I can't currently wash my dishes. This is the cabinet where I wash my dishes, I get my drinking water. So it's obvious that the mold is actually on the cabinet itself. So I'm not
You're talking about the
asking,
back of the cabinet.
on the
So
cabinet
you're
itself.
wanting the vanity.
So
or the
I
cabinet
just
replaced.
want the cabinet inspected.
So
I
that's-
would like
That's
it,
what we're doing today.
so,
And based
so
on
if I'm saying that I have a piece of the cabinet right here that itself that has mold, my concern is that if you seal that mold in, it's gonna continue to grow, and this cabinet,
moisture source.
Water has to be present
Yeah.
for mold to grow. Once the water is gone, the mold will die. It will not succeed anymore.
So that is a big concern for us, and that's my big question: is have we eliminated the moisture source? Well, my maintenance is telling me they have. Well, from what I can visibly see, there's no active leaks. So I would have to say that the moisture source has been eliminated. So at this point, we would want to clean with an oxidizer, i.e. bleach or whatever kind of oxidizing agent you're using. Paint with a mold retardant primer. They painted with the kills.
Clean with this,
Sure.
paint it with that.
That is the only thing we would be allowed to do. Now,
so this is acceptable standard of living.
yes, ma'am.
I'm allowed to live with and breathe with and wash my dishes and cook and clean.
Yes, ma'am.
This is legally allowed for me to live in all this mold.
Yes, ma'am. We haven't confirmed any mold. So other than what you have in the
But you
Ziploc
won't
bag,
accept proof of any mold either.
if you do a mold test in this apartment, I guarantee 100% that there will be mold spores within this house. If you're concerned about mold spores within this house, our suggestion would not be to replace the cabinetry or replace the vanity or do anything there. It would be to put a dehumidifier in here and try to reduce the moisture inside this house. So if you're having upper respiratory
I've
concerns,
had a dehumidifier in here.
what is the relative humidity of the house? Are you like targeting a certain spot on that? Or?
Well, I mean, my concern is there's been moisture leaks for 2 years living here.
This being this, or there are other moisture lotions?
There have been continual plumbing problems
Okay.
where this is what's visible to prove. I have had water where literally between the bathroom, under the wall, in the pantry, all the way into the kitchen, and all the way through the hall, the floor, the linoleum has squished.
Okay. From backups or something.
from multiple, so 1 leak, 2 leak, 3 leak in my pantry, 4 or 5, now the holes are being repaired and the leaks are being repaired. However, it wasn't until I went